When astronomers looked through their telescopes at the nearest star to the Sun, Alpha Centauri, they noticed that the view of Alpha Centauri is obscured by the presence of interstellar gas and dust, stardust, to use layman's terms. This stardust, according to my theory, indicates the presence of a nebula, that the Earth and several stars closest to the Earth, basically our neighborhood, our stellar neighborhood, is inside a cloud of interstellar gas composing what I've called the Sirius Nebula. This blue circle represents an area of space 10,000 light years wide. That's pretty big. The blue circle contains the yellow circle. The yellow circle is 1,000 light years across. That is still pretty big. Notice the splotches, the green splotches. Those represent nebulae, clouds of interstellar gas. Inside this yellow circle, which is 1,000 light years across, is at least one nebula, a large cloud of gas, the remnant of a star that exploded. Inside this nebula are several stars, including the Sun, and I hypothesize that the star Sirius is also inside this nebula, and so I've named it the Sirius Nebula. Let's take a very large sample of this gas and dust which composes the Sirius Nebula, so that we can imagine what happens to an object in orbit when it passes outside the gas and then back in. If this object, this blue dot, contains several stars, the stars burn more brightly when they are sustained by this gas, and when they pass outside this box or this cube, they momentarily lose their fuel supply. As a result, they dim out. Any planets revolving around these stars would experience what? A glacial episode. A repetitive, predictable glacial episode. Flying over Axel Heiberg Island in 1985, a geological survey team was amazed to see a hillside dotted with large stumps. Scientists have since dated the fossil forest at 45 million years old and have excavated alligator bones, evidence that the Arctic climate was once similar to the Florida Everglades today. Evidence that the Arctic climate was once similar to the Florida Everglades today. The Great Lakes were carved by glaciers, which are accumulations of ice. Wherever snowfall exceeds the rate of melting, the ice accumulates. And it accumulated until it was a mile thick, a mile deep. And underneath that ice, a mile deep, can be found today fossils of tropical alligators 900 miles above the Arctic Circle. You know that there's a lot of gas and petroleum deposits in the northern part of Alaska. ANWR. How did it get there? The Earth was once very tropical, very warm. Warm at the poles and probably hot at the equator. Flying over Axel Heiberg Island in 1985, a geological survey team was amazed to see a hillside dotted with large stumps. Scientists have since dated the fossil forest at 45 million years old and have excavated alligator bones, evidence that the Arctic climate was once similar to the Florida Everglades today.